What's going on, guys? Gray back with another gameplay. Man, one of the things about Call of Duty is you never know what you're going to get when you join a lobby. Take this game for example, playing on the map Fringe. I joined late. The team I'm on is getting destroyed. We're triple capped and we're down by 40 and the half's almost over. So I'm thinking here, I've already handicapped myself with the pistol as it is, going for headshots. I'm just gonna stay in the lobby. Treyarch had a really good idea with stop loss. If you join a game and you're solo and you're coming in and the game's a losing situation, they're not going to count it against you in your stats. So I stay in, and that's why it's such a good idea, because then people like me, we don't leave. We'll mess around. The other team has something to do, and we'll do our thing. Little did I know that this game was going to turn on its head and I was going to lead us to victory. I know it wasn't all me, but I had a pretty big part in it. I'm going to finish with 51 kills. So I go into the second half with 2. That means that I get 49 kills in this second half against a full team, and they were awful, okay? But playing as a team brings victory a little bit easier because you can communicate. And that's something I wanted to talk about. I do like to play as a team at night with my buddies, joking around. I don't usually go for gameplays during that time, although if they happen in the course of that, great. If not, I'm not worried about it, because when I go for gameplays on YouTube, I like to play solo. And I play solo for 2 reasons. One of them is, if I get into a game like this and I'm not having a good time, or we're clearly outmatched, or my teammates are awful, I can leave. And the other one is, I don't have to share kills with anybody. And one thing about YouTube gameplays is if you're not dropping 50, 60, 70 kills, it's kind of boring. It's a lot of running around doing nothing. So let's talk about this pistol a little bit. Super powerful. Reminds me of the Black Ops 2 TAC 45. Most of the time it's a 1-shot, sometimes 2-shot kill to the body. You hit them in the head, they're going to die. So be really selective on your shot choice, especially when you have an opportunity to get a headshot. I rush around a lot, so you're going to see me do something that a lot of people don't normally do with pistols, and that's fire from the hip. I've been playing hardcore since Modern Warfare 3. And in hardcore, you don't get a reticule in the middle of your screen like you do in core that's guiding you. But I've been playing it for so long that I've trained myself to know where that reticule is, so I can hip fire. And if you go back into my other gameplays when I'm playing with a shotgun, or I'm playing with an SMG, or even an LMG AR, I will hip fire a lot because I'm so confident in my ability to hip fire. So my rule is, at range, mid to long range, I'm going to ADS. Up close, and if I'm running, I'm going to fire from the hip. The other thing, my trigger finger, back in Black Ops 2, I loved playing with the FAL. So I have a very fast trigger finger, and that's just something that you develop over time. And that's why pistols in the right player's hands can be extremely powerful. So I have a very fast trigger finger, which is one of the reasons why when I'm running pistols, I like to run extended mags if I have it unlocked, and I also run scavenger. It's funny because I'll run out of bullets faster playing with a pistol than I will playing with an SMG. So yeah, one thing I wanted to ask you guys, going back and looking at my videos that I've recorded and posted to YouTube, I'm noticing that the majority of the maps that I'm posting are Fringe, Aquarium, and Breach. And there's actually a reason behind that. If you guys are getting annoyed at these maps, let me know. I try to stay away from Combine, Evac, Stronghold, and Hunted. Hunted because I absolutely hate that map. In the beta, I loved that map, but now everybody just camps in some of the most awkward positions. And on that map, I've heard other commentators talk about it. They put head glitches in the back of the enemy's spawn. Why? Why would you put a head glitch in the back of your spawn if you didn't want the team to camp it? And so Hunted has become nothing but a camp fest. I never have any success doing it, and the only way to be successful usually is to camp, and those gameplays are so boring as it is. But anyways, I don't want to talk about that anymore. So back to it. Combine, Evac, Stronghold. If you guys want to see gameplays pretty regularly, because I get them regularly on those maps, let me know and I'll upload them. But the beta, seeing all those posts for that many months on those maps, I'm tired of them. I would like to post some other ones like Havoc. I love Havoc, that map. I think it's an underappreciated map in the game, but it just doesn't come into rotation that much, which, you know, gets on my nerves. So yeah, the pistols, highly suggest using them. Practice your trigger finger. I'm still debating whether or not I'm going to do pistols gold or I'm going to do LMGs gold next. I'm working on that BRM. It's fun. Again, with an LMG, you know, you're kind of stationary. You can move quick, but, you know, sidestepping and ADS is slow, so it doesn't really conform to my playstyle. I mean, if you watch my most recent live comm, I started off with that BRM, and I'm clunking around the map, but I switch over to that CUDA, and I go nuts, because I am an SMG up close and personal player. I play off reactions. That's how I usually dominate lobbies. If I get into a lobby where everybody's camping and aiming down sight and I'm coming around corners dying, I'm gonna leave, because I can't stand that, because it just does not conform to my playstyle. So yeah, one last thing before we go. Video length. You'll notice this video is a little bit shorter than my other ones. When I do live comms, they're 10 to 12 minutes. These, I can edit them down a little bit shorter. So if you guys prefer the shorter gameplays, let me know, and I'll post more of those. But if you prefer those live comms, let me know as well, and I can do more of those, because live comms are pretty easy for me to do. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, leave a comment. Let me know if you have any suggestions for me. Like the video, and as always, subscribe for more. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.